Well, hey everybody. Long time no see. Um, God bear with me. Sorry I'm late. No, it's not fashionably late. My computer is a piece of shit. Um, I got this whole show set up, but I can't get to it just yet. So let me see if I can find some of my stuff here. Yeah, I'm not finding anything. So I don't know. Maybe it's on this here. Nope. Oh well. That we'll just have to make do, won't we? But hey, it's me, Tim Hauser, the Golf War Advocate. Since this computer's falling apart on me, hey, we'll just wing it. Here's the deal, folks. We had a major hurricane rip through portion of our country. The hurricane was Helena, and right now Florida is getting ripped apart and by Milton, and Milton hasn't even hit landfall yet. And I was doing some research with a friend of mine yesterday to see if there's any veteran oriented organizations down here helping veterans out. And I can't find any. So if you know any, let me know. So this way we can let other veterans know that they're there. And if you want to donate to those organizations to help our fellow veterans out that are in desperate need, then we'll do that. Let's see if I can't even bring up my PowerPoint here that I had made for this. Plus, you got to bear with me. I was in the hospital again. Things ain't going too good. Looks like my email's finally going to work. But, yeah, there it goes. Now we can download it at least. But yeah, things ain't going so good. But we're working on getting it all fixed. Keep me alive for a while longer. Now let's see if we can bring this PowerPoint up. Hey, it's loading. We're getting a little bit somewhere here. So, but yeah, the ticker kind of messing up a bit, but we will get that taken care of. But yeah, there's two organizations that, doing my research, two organizations that stuck out to me that I've known for a while, and they've been doing a lot of good work all over the country. Matter of fact, all over the world. First one is American Red Cross. All right. Red Cross goes everywhere there's a disaster. They collect blood everywhere, the whole 9 yards. Great organization. You can feel safe donating to them. They help everybody. And if you do want to donate to them, you can go to redcross.org, donate or /donate/donation. Yes, you can make a difference by donating to them. They could use the help. They have been, not only are they helping get food and water down there, they're providing temporary shelters, they're medicines. Yeah. Especially for those diabetics, man. That insulin's got to stay cold. So they're helping with that as well. So the Red Cross is like a do-it-all type organization. They do bring that. They do provide some food. They do provide water, shelter, clothing. Anything anybody needs, they pretty much have. Another organization that is the World Central Kitchen. They're providing hot food. All right. They got portable kitchens. They've been teaming up, from what I understand, they've been teaming up with local restaurants that's lost everything and helping them feed their customers. And when I say customers, I say the communities that those restaurants are in. Like in Asheville. Everybody has seen Asheville, North Carolina. Completely destroyed. Restaurant owner on news said she's lost everything, and she was worried about her employees. So she trotted around all the debris and everything. She's found out her employees were safe, but lost everything, and she was trying to figure out how she can keep them not gainfully employed, but help them out. So she somehow was able to get in contact with World Central Kitchen. And World Central Kitchen was already sending people there. They set her up with a portable kitchen, all the necessary ingredients she needed, and her employees started feeding the community of Asheville with hot food. I can't stress that enough. Hot food, man. Where there's nothing left. I saw it on the news too that World Central Kitchen had these tankers, these semi-truck tankers filled with potable water. And it was a big, huge, giant convoy one convoy went to Florida, one convoy went to Georgia, one convoy went to North Carolina, one convoy went to Tennessee. And also in these convoys were semi-trucks with portable kitchens, freezer and refrigerated trucks with food and water. So this is another organization that I would trust to donate to. Matter of fact, they have people at various disaster zones and stuff all around the world. And they're still able to do what they're doing down in the ruins of Hurricane Helene. I just hope that Milton stays on course, so where all these people are in North Carolina and Tennessee and Georgia don't get hit again. And I'm praying that everybody listened and heeded the warnings in Florida and they got the hell out of there. Now, if neither one of these two organizations are to your liking, may I suggest going to National Volunteer Organizations Active in Disaster. You can go to their website and you can go to the state you're in or the state that you want to help out in, such as North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, or Tennessee. You click on the state and it'll show you the nonprofits that are down there helping right now, other than the Red Cross and the World Central Kitchen. I would love to bring the World Central Kitchen on here and discuss how this man does that. Because I guess it's a world famous chef that runs World Central Kitchen. But National Volunteer Organizations Active in Disaster, this website, it'll give you all the details. It'll tell you how big the nonprofit is, how small the nonprofit is, if you can trust them or not. It gives you pretty good detail of the organizations that are helping in these hurricane relief efforts. Great. I'm still trying to learn how to do this system, man. There we go. See, I use software called Restream, and they just reformatted the entire system. So I'm still trying to get used to it. And yes, I know somebody pointed out on one of my episodes how messy my desk is. I'll get to it. Now, the reason I'm doing this tonight is because I know in all these areas that have been hit hard with these hurricanes, there's veterans in need. Now, Veterans Assurance Network would love to be down there to help, but it's too small of an organization still. So we can't get down there to help out. So I'm begging you, my brothers and sisters out there, contact us. Let me see here. I know we've got, right there. Support at veteransassurance.org. Let us know what organizations are down there specifically helping veterans. And I'll do special episodes if people get me this information, and I'll broadcast it. If you're watching live right now, hit me up in the chat. Say, hey, Tim, I know this organization is down there for a fact. Now, I would say the local VFWs, AMVETS Legions are probably doing the best they can. But they're just in the same situation as the local community because they're the ones that live in it. So let's, this is why I keep saying we as veterans need to do better at taking care of each other. It's situations like this. No, I'm a little lost for words because, man, here they are saying Milton's this 100-year storm. So was Helene. Two back-to-back record-sized hurricanes. And with the videos I've seen of the flooding in Clearwater and all that already, I'm wondering if Florida's not going to get divided. So, I mean, I've seen all that sand that Helene pushed across the entire state. It's just heartbreaking. But we know there are veterans in every single area, every single community that's been hit. There are veterans. So our brothers and sisters are down there hurting and they need help. I'm just a one-man show, so I do the best that I can in getting information out. But sometimes I need your help. You are going to need to provide me with information here. I need to know what organizations that are down there helping veterans. Or if there is a veteran organization down there helping everybody. We need to know. We need to get the help that they need to help the victims down there. Now, trying to see if I got some other stuff here. There's some other news here that we're going to go over on a little brighter side. Let me see if I got anything. Don't look like I do here on this computer. Oh, well. Some of you know I got a law passed in Ohio. Governor signed it into law on August 24th this year. And it designates September 22nd as Veteran Suicide Awareness and Prevention Day for the state of Ohio. So I organized the second annual Rally Against Suicide in downtown Cleveland. For those of you from the Cleveland area, we held it at Willard Park, also known as the Free Stamp Park. For all of you who've never been to Cleveland, it is a park near Brown Stadium, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and everything. And in the park is this big, huge statue of a stamp with free on it. Like one of those office stamps. Boom. And it says free. Pretty cool sculpture. The very first rally I ever held was for the PACT Act. I held it right in front of that free stamp. Right across the street from then Senator Portman's office. Oh man, was it cold and rainy and windy. But we actually, on September 22nd, which was a Sunday this year, it's when we held the rally. It was beautiful weather. And yes, there was a home Browns game. We'll leave it at that. I don't want to piss off any Browns fans. We had American Foundation for Suicide Prevention was there. The Ohio Governor's Office of Suicide Prevention was also there. Then the Cleveland Cavaliers, their Cavs Care, and their Salute teams gave out free hot dogs to everybody. I believe it was over 300 hot dogs, and we ran out quick. Yeah, folks, we had tons of people there. Tons of people. And it was a small little thing. But here's the important thing. Yeah, we promoted September 22nd, the new law in Ohio. A lot of veterans were like, fantastic, we need this. But one thing that happened is we brought organizations together for one purpose: to educate the communities on suicide awareness and prevention. Because that's what it's going to take. It is going to take a community, or a village, as you will. It's going to take a village to help bring down the numbers of veteran suicides. Over 50% of all suicides in this country are committed by veterans. Women veterans' suicide rate is rising the fastest. So what we're going to do next year is we're going to hold several rallies simultaneously in the state of Ohio. I would love to have people reach out to me and say, hey, Tim, I live in Oklahoma, and I would love to hold one of these rallies in Oklahoma on the same day you hold yours. I can help you, guide you on what organizations to invite, and try to get them to work with you to get everything set up. The goal is to educate the people on suicide prevention. See, the programs that are out there to educate veterans on suicide prevention, to me, are not working. The numbers are going up. We need to bring them down. See, in February of this year, I think it was February or March, I believe it was February. And it was March when the bill was introduced. I went to my state senator. Her name's Christina Rogner. We met at a coffee shop near where she lives. And I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think I was getting through at first. And then I started showing her some statistics. And I called her out and I said, hey, Ohio needs to do better. I showed her where Ohio has the 6th largest veteran population in the country. And we have the 3rd highest veteran suicide rate in the country. Then I showed her California statistics. They have over 1 million more veterans than Ohio does. But yet, California has the lowest suicide rate amongst veterans of all the states. So she looked at me and says, "Well, what do you want? What are you planning on doing? What do you want us to do?" I says, "I need you to get September 22nd designated as Veteran Suicide Awareness and Prevention Day." And she goes, "Why?" And I showed her some research that I did. I says, because all these different organizations are holding events at different times, and they're not doing it together. They're doing it separate. So this will bring organizations together, not just the ones that work on suicide prevention or mental health care. Because look, we had the Cleveland Cavaliers involved. Next year, it looks like we're going to have the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. We're working on the Columbus Blue Jackets. But with what the tragedy that town has gone, the team has gone through already, it's hard to get any communication going with them. And that's understandable. And if you don't know, one of their star players was tragically killed along with his brother on their way to their sister's wedding. And the season's starting. And the town and the team has not healed yet. They haven't mourned yet. So hopefully somebody will say, "Hey, yeah, maybe this will help us heal by helping with this." And the goal of this day is to, like I said, bring all the organizations together at least once a year so everybody can see, hey, these are the resources available if our individual is suicidal, especially with veterans. Because, like I said, the VA only can reach out to the veterans that are in the VA system. And only 1% of those individuals, those veterans that are in their system, actually use va.gov, myhealthyvet, ebenefits.gov, or receive emails from the VA. So obviously, nobody knows of a law called the Compact Act. It went into effect January 17th, 2023. If you are a suicidal veteran, you can go to any ER in the country, tell them you're suicidal, tell them you're a veteran. VA will pay for 30 days inpatient, 90 days outpatient care for you, regardless if you're in the VA or not. It's so new. They don't have the statistics on it yet. God, I'm tongue-tied. So there we have it, folks. If you are a vet, you don't even need to be a veteran to hold one of these rallies. You just got to be an individual that honestly cares, sincerely cares about the veteran suicide rate, and you want to help. That's all it takes. I think the only expenses we had putting this on is I had to get event insurance and a permit. The permit was free. The insurance I had to pay for. And then our own, everybody had to pay for their own travel and parking. But that's no big deal. Nobody worried about the parking, having to pay for parking, because we were there to help other people. And we did. I had another resource fair this past Saturday in Canton, Ohio. And I had to get new brochures printed up because all the ones I had for the rally were taken. And that's a good thing. So that means people are getting the information. While I was there, I met several awesome individuals. One individual had emailed me before that, saw me on TV with the rally against suicide, and he called and asked if he could volunteer to help us with stuff that we need help with. So he showed up and to meet me in person, and we talked, and that's great. He's an awesome dude, and he's going to be able to help us out. While I was talking with him, another gentleman came up. He says, "Don't take this the wrong way, but I used to be suicidal. And it's time for me to tell my story. And I want to do it through your organization." He said, "I saw you on TV. I see you on TV a lot. I can get behind what you're saying. Please help me get my story out." So the man will probably come on the podcast soon. He's going to probably come to my seminars that I give on suicide prevention and tell his story. And another good thing that happened is the booth next to ours was an organization that helps homeless veterans in Northern Ohio. Not just in one specific city or county, all in Northern Ohio. From Columbus north. And we got to talking. And my son came to help this day. This Saturday in Canton. And I had to get up and walk around a little bit. And that boy, that young man, sold that organization on coming onto the podcast. So I believe next Wednesday they will be on. I got to get in contact with them again and confirm. If anything, it'll be taped early, and then I'll just have it released Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Matter of fact, there were several organizations there that say, "Hey, Tim, we see your podcast. We want to come on." So we're going to be talking quite a few nonprofits here soon. But on October 30th, my good friend, really good friend, David Root, is going to join us. There's some new legislation in Ohio that veterans need to be concerned about. So we're going to go over all those. One of them is, let me look it up here. Make sure I got the right number. And let's see. Yes. House Bill 350. Let me see if I can't make a quick slide for this. If my computer doesn't mess up. Things are working a bit here. Slow as shit, but hey. At least it's working. Almost done here, folks. Yeah, there we go. It's a simple one, but hey, it's going to work. Okay. Yeah, there it is. There we are. Now, like I said, why I'm waiting for this to load up. If you know of any veteran organization down in the hurricane areas, please let me know about them so we can promote them. But here we are. Let me get this going here. I don't know what. Is it working? There we go. All right. House Bill 350. Designate Lance Corporal Austin B. Schwenk Memorial Highway here in Ohio. I know you're asking me, why are we worried about this bill? Why should we get this bill passed? Well, Lance Corporal Austin B. Schwenk was the Marine that was murdered in the barracks at Camp Lejeune not too long ago. His dad, a Marine himself, who is now the organizer, the guy who runs the Cleveland chapter of Irreverent Warriors, Robert Schwenk. His son is Austin Schwenk. So I got a personal deal with this bill because Robert's a friend of mine. We know it passed committee, but it hasn't been to the House floor yet. Now, the Ohio Senate and the Ohio House of Representatives run on the same schedule as the ones in Washington, D.C. And as you can see, House bill, so that means it's in the House of Representatives. They are on hiatus right now. They won't be going back till the folks in DC go back. You're asking, why is that a problem? Because they won't go back until after the election. Which means this gives us 2 weeks to get this bill passed. Or else we're going to have to go through the process all over again. Now, like I said, October 30th, we're having David Root on. We're going to talk other bills. But I want you all to start calling your state representatives, your state congressmen on this, saying this bill needs to get passed and soon as they get back off of their vacation. Now, come October 30th, you'll get a list of other ones that you'll need to be calling on. Matter of fact, start calling your state senator as well, so they know it will be coming and they can be prepared for it. Now, thank you for putting up with me tonight. There's a bunch of stuff going on all over the place. Got people preoccupied. So I know a lot of you probably won't get this information until it's probably too late. Understandable. But those of you who are getting it right now, or will be getting it once it downloads onto YouTube or Amazon or Apple, Spotify, please support at veteransinsurance.org. Say, hey, I know what organizations are down there. These are the ones you can trust. These are the ones that are going to help our brothers and sisters out. Support at veteransinsurance.org. Hey, Tim, I understand about these rallies that you're holding. I think they're fantastic. They're definitely needed. Thank you for doing them. How can I help? And I'll tell you how you can help. Now, I want to thank you all who have stuck by me with this podcast. Who have supported me, still support me, continuing to support me. I thank you. I don't say it enough. So, and I see that our number one fan is not here tonight. Bless her heart. Becky Lee, we missed you tonight, girl. All right, folks. That's it for tonight. Positive energy to you all. Have a good one. And send positive energy and prayers and thoughts and everything down to our brothers and sisters in the hurt affected zones, that they're safe and getting the essential needs that, food and water and shelter. My oldest brother lives in Asheville. And I finally got a hold of him about a week, a few days after the hurricane hit. Asked him how he was doing. He goes, total disaster. Lost everything. No power. Got to save the battery on the phone. So I'm watching my Monday Night Football. Or was it Sunday night? I think it was Sunday night. Get a text message from him. Goes, hey. I says, hey, how you doing? Are you okay? He goes, finally got to take a shower today. Yeah, it was one of those camp showers, but it was a shower. Got to charge his phone. And they were bringing helicopters in with supplies. So he said it was a good day. I says, well, why don't you come home? Why don't you come up here with us? She said, I can't. I'm stranded. Can't get out. The highway's blown away, washed out. We can't get out. So at least I know my brother's safe. So for those of you who have been sending the positive energy and the prayers, thank you. And hey, I'll see you all next Wednesday. Y'all have a good one.